adventures. Now on today's video, you might be thinking, what are we doing today and what are we doing? So we're doing something a little bit different. So as you guys can see right here on the table, right next to me, we have got a new little toy to play with. Now, you guys might be asking, Anthony, that looks like a metal detector. This is mostly bow hunting and, and hunting and archery review channel kind of thing. Well, it kind of is, but as my channel does state, it's called Duddle's Outdoor and Adventures. And obviously, with the lovely joys of having outdoor hobbies, you pick up other hobbies that you enjoy. And one hobby that I don't really speak a great deal of on this channel is actual prospecting with a detector. As you guys have seen, I have put a handful of little videos of doing some panning, but I do enjoy a good detect. So before we get stuck into this video, I will just let you guys know that I do apologize that I did start to change the channel to Aussie Hunter Outdoors, but obviously I've stuck with Duddle's Outdoor and Adventures purely because that's how everyone knows me. Now, so without further ado, let's bring in the detector for questioning that we've got sitting here. So first things first, we have got this beauty. So obviously it's not this compact, We just untwist this little dial just here, and we just pull that all the way out like so, and twist that one up there, and then exactly the same on this little back knob just here, guys. So you'll pull that one all the way out, and then as you guys can see, there's your detector all the way extended. Okay, and you guys might be thinking, Anthony, what kind of detector is it? The Spencer's killing me. Pardon me. All right, so what I'm going to do for you guys, just so you guys will be able to see this a little bit better, I am going to shorten the shaft just a little bit before we continue. And bum, 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 bum. All right, so we have got here, guys, is the mighty algoforce E1500 PI metal detector. Now, this is a new design and new brand to hit the market. I've been out with it a handful of times already. So simple advice is, we've got electrical tape around the coil so no dirt can get in behind the dust cover of the coil. And as you guys can see by that pad underneath there, she is a little bit used. So the algoforce E1500. You guys might be thinking, well, that sounds like it's a bit new. Well, guess what, guys? It is new. It is definitely new to the market. It's only just not long ago just been released. Now, this is a PI machine, but it's a PI machine on a budget. So a lot more people will be able to get their hands onto a machine like this because it has not got the Minelab price tag. Okay, so it does run most Minelab coils from the GPX series, I'm pretty sure. So pretty much from the 5,000 all the way up to the 6,000, so the GPX 6,000 from Minelab. Beautiful machine. Never had one, never used one, but my uncle does have one, and he has been doing quite well in the gold. So so basically any coil that takes, let's let me reel that out, anything that takes a little 5-pin plug like that, so which is mostly on all of your GM machines, which is pretty cool considering. This is the algoforce E1500, and you might be thinking, how does this bad boy get powered up? So surprisingly, this little bad boy powers up by this. This is the battery pack just here. You might be thinking that's quite small. Well, you are standard correctly. It is quite small, but it is a 20,000 milliamp lithium solar Signet 20,000 milliamp power bank. And the other great thing about this little power bank, which I only found out a few days ago, is I'm not going to go into all the details or techno babble about the power bank, because if you buy one, you most likely will get the same one in the package that they sell at Minelab. Not Minelab, sorry, at Miner's Den. And yes, there's a little power button just up here where my finger is. And then if you double push that, double push it, you get SOS lighting. So, I'll stop that for a minute. Then you got a low light, and then as you push it, it'll go brighter. So I'll just turn that off. And as you guys can see, there's a little 4-bar aspect just up there to show you how much charge is in this little bad boy. So it's down, well, it's got 4 full bars. So guess what? It's not even flat. You know what? I've used this machine a couple times. Now, if you want to know all the techno babble to the mighty power bank, here is a power bank that comes with the detector when you buy it in a kit from Miner's Den, Australia. And you know what we do with the boxes in any video? It's just a simple wham! Don't need the box. See you later, mate. Anyway, alright, so what we're going to do is we'll go through, show you guys a little bit of a close-up video as best as we can here. That's a mighty Algoforce E1500 at a nice close proximity. Beautiful, nice carbon rod, very sturdy. It has got the Minelab Commando coil on it at the moment. So it's got the small coil on there just so we can get in and around some spots there, guys. So I've got that coil. Also got the Nugget Finder 12-inch evolution coil that also I got with this detector. I'll bring you guys in. I'm just going to step over bloody Remy. Remy's always in the way. She always likes to be in a good video. So here you go, guys. This is that screen that you will see on the Algoforce E1500. Beautiful display. Obviously, it's black at the moment, but we're going to chuck that power bank back into the Algoforce and I'm going to fire it up. So I'm going to apologise for anyone that's got headphones on at the moment because it's about to get a little bit noisy. So I'm going to step back, go over to Remy again, guys. Don't mind her. She's just standing up now. She's like, oh, the detector's going to start making funny noises. I'm out. So she's out the door. So that's a good thing. So with the power bank, I normally have it with the light facing, so the light is basically facing up. So when the detector's upside down. So obviously overnight, when I'm heading back to the vehicle, I can see where I'm going. So I'm just going to adjust these 2 little straps, slide this bad boy all the way on and into there. So give it a wriggle on in, get the tabs, tighten up as tight as you really want to. There's only a certain amount that it will go up tight. And then what I like to do, guys, is I'll wind this up around like that, just so it makes it so it doesn't get caught on sticks and branches. Then I'm just going to flick the front of the power bank open. I hope you guys can see that. Hang on a second, I'll lift it up for you. So as you guys can see, just there, I'm going to open the power bank. As you can tell, it's got a bit of dust in there. Just clean that dust out. And you've got 2 USBs on this power bank, and then you've got a USB-C and a USB-C-A, I think, from memory. So we're going to grab this power bank cord, wrap him back around, and then we're going to flip him up, plug him in. So now, as you guys can see, it's plugged in, and you'll see the little blue light just underneath the power bank there saying that it's just accepted the USB. Alrighty, so I'm going to walk through a few of the details of the machine. So what I'm just going to do real quick, guys, I'm just going to prop you guys up a little bit higher. So I can bring you guys a bit more better of a view. There we go. Alrighty. Now this is where it's going to get a little bit noisy for any of you people that are wearing headphones. So headphone warning. So to turn the detector on, what we're going to do is set, there's your power button just here. You're going to press hold for like 3 seconds, let go. And as you guys can see, it's starting to power up. So now, as you guys can hear, it's firing up. And as you guys can hear, she's crazy going mental. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn that sensitivity down all the way down. So you can't press and hold it. So get the sensitivity down very, very low, just so then she doesn't carry on too much. So it gives you guys a bit of a broad aspect of the machine and how it works. Oop, hang on, try to do this so you guys can see as well. So as you guys will be able to see, we've got a number reading at the front there. So for argument's sake, I'll grab my hand. So as soon as I put my ring there, it went spastic and I said read a 02 or a 03. Now, the guys at Miner's Den over in Michigan, in Melbourne, those guys gave me a few tips. So the best tip I can give you guys that they gave me is if that screen just there reads 00, that is guaranteed lead shot. And another way you can also tell that if it is a lead shot is you got pinpoint mode. So pinpoint mode is here, and you got 2 arrows as well, and then that's your ground balance button just there. So for example, if I want to ground balance it right here, which I mean, I don't think it will, but so if we press and hold this button just here and just pump that coil up and down, if you guys can see that little white line is starting to disappear. And normally it'll beep, but obviously because we have turned the sensitivity down a fair bit, so it's not going to really do a great deal. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to step on the tripod to bring you guys in a little bit closer just so you guys can actually see that. So I do apologise for the shaky angle. So as you guys can see just there, we have got a speaker level, so that's saying it's at 8 volume. We're set on ultra, so ultra fine gold. And these are your bars, indicators. So they will actually light up as you go over a target. Now see the little white bar that I was just talking about, guys? See how it just went back down? If I move it around a little bit, and that. And then we've got some couple of numbers over here. I don't 100% know all the settings exactly on this machine. I'm just trying to get a video out there for anyone that does want to learn a little bit about the machine. Now, it did say 8.6. Yeah, 8.6 over here. So that's the size of that coil. So it's an 8.6 inch coil. All right. And as you guys can see, so this is where your threshold is. So if we just press that plus button up, as you guys can see, it's going up. Okay. So see now it's starting to get a little bit more noisy. Starting to pick up more things in the background. So my setting at the moment, just to help you guys get out there with your algoforce E1500 Plus, is I will start off in sensitivity 22. Depending on how hot the ground is, I might drop it down to about a 20. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and then obviously we've got the threshold button just down here. Sorry, not threshold, sorry, I do apologize. The pinpoint mode. So I'll press that, and now we're in pinpoint mode. So once we get to a target, it's gonna go off. So obviously I haven't picked anything up, but obviously if it wanted to, it wasn't so far away from that. Actually, what I'll do for you guys, give me 2 secs. So there you go. It's starting to carry on a bit. It's not liking the phone. So there you go, so metal. So might get that out of pinpoint mode. And that, so my setting at the moment with this little detector, I'll just get back out of that. So once you're in pinpoint mode, to get out of pinpoint mode, you are going to press this arrow here. So you press that, oh, no, sorry, my mistake. Sorry, we press this button over here. And then we are out of the pinpoint mode. So pinpoint mode is here. That's your ground balance mode. And then that with the arrows kicking back that way, that is to get out of the setting. Now to get into your settings, you might be asking. So before we do, that is also a brightness setting just there. So if I press that, that's going to go up in brightness so you can see a bit better. And then obviously it'll go down to there if you don't want no brightness. So I normally leave it on low. Now to get into settings, we are going to, 1 sec guys, I'm just trying to make a video to try and help you guys learn a little bit about your machine. So if we go to that setting, so that is in pinpoint mode. So whenever we move that, if it found a target, it would scream off its head. Then we press the back button there, and so then you press the back button again when you're in the main menu, when you're on the main part of it. Now, if you want to cycle through any of these settings, you're going to use these 2 arrows here. So if I use this arrow, it'll move to audio tone. And as you can see, I've got the audio tone all the way up. Move across, audio treble. So soil type. So here's another one. Now we have got mineralized ground. So when I go prospecting, most of the places I go are quite mineralized. So I keep it on that setting. But if you wanted to change it, you'll use the top plus and negative and you'll move it across. So you can go to mild ground. So if it's not as hot as super hot ground, like so when I detect mostly is up near Rushworth, Greytown, and obviously me and my partner will be going to Bendigo very soon and Ballarat. So you got beach mode, you got mild mode, and then you've got mineralized ground. So I leave it in mineralized ground because that's the kind of ground that I am detecting in. So now we'll go back down to these 2 little arrows left and right. We'll press this one again. Detecting mode. Okay, detection mode. So detection mode, I'm in ultra fine gold mode. And then as you guys know, if you press this button, go back. So use these 2 buttons up here, the plus and minus, to adjust your threshold here, level. So we'll use this one to go across to fine gold, if you want to hunt just fine gold, normal size gold, or you can go into large pulse delay gold there. And then you can choose between your settings there, if that's coming in through clear for you guys. And then we'll go back to ultra. So ultra fine gold is where I sit at the moment. And then we'll go back down to these 2 little arrows down here. We'll go back across, coil selection. So you can preset up to 5 different coils on this detector, okay? So you can actually change the size of these coils. So I have actually already got my 2 coils already pre-programmed, ready to use. So at the moment we have got the 8 by 6 on, and I've also got my 12 by 7 nugget finder also pre-programmed in there as well. So you can go all the way through those and choose which one you want to use. So as you guys can see, it's saying ultra coil ready. Then it keeps saying press and hold to program those coils, which we have already done. So we don't need to do that. So we'll go back across again to the last one, which is your frequency scan. So, and then that's all your settings. So that's the settings I leave mine on. And then you'll press it again, plug in your headphones. So your headphones will actually go in up under the bottom of this in the same way where the lead comes out for the battery pack. So you have to undo these 2 screws underneath here, undo these 2 little stud bolts, and then you'll be able to put your headphone jack part in. So press one more, miscellaneous, so that's just showing you the version, serial number, and then you can factory reset it if you want to. So press one more, and then we'll be back at threshold. So we press the return button and we're back to the main screen. So now the only other thing I can think of telling you guys at the moment, I'm just going to turn that threshold down again. Just turn that back down to 1 so she doesn't carry on too much. So that is a few of the settings for the algoforce. Another thing what you want to do is once you get your detector out there in the field is you want to do a noise cancel. Now a noise cancel is right here. So you're going to press that. Sorry, no, my mistake. Press and hold that. And then now the machine is doing a noise cancel. So it's going to find the best channel to be able to work on. So we'll go through the little process, let it do its thing. Obviously, I mean, it's going to be extremely loud in the house, obviously, because, you know, there's metal, there's nails and everything else in the walls and everything. So it's going to do its little noise cancel, just there. Almost done. And as it says up the top there, it says keep the coil still and on the ground. So when you do this, you want to have the coil on the ground. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Okay, so it's done its noise cancel. So when it says to keep the coil on the ground, the machine's probably gonna scream at me in a minute. But I'll bring you guys down so you guys can see the coil. So there's the ground. So when you do that noise cancel that we just showed you by pressing and holding this button, you want to have the coil flat on the ground just like that. So as you guys can see, it's sitting there humming quite nicely. And then obviously if I was going to detect here, we're going to do a ground balance. So you'll pump it until that big white bar just under your numbers identification, until it's nice and quiet. Normally does 2 beeps, obviously, but obviously it probably won't do that inside. But you'll do that, and then obviously you're ready to detect. So, you know, you'll swing along until you get onto a target. But yeah, guys, so that is a little startup on the mighty algoforce E1500. But like I said, guys, I am not a professional detectorist by any means. This is my first pulse induction machine, but we are going to be doing a few more videos of this little bad boy throughout the weeks to come. And as I said just a little bit earlier in the video, me and my partner will be going up to Ballarat and probably go up towards Bendigo as well. And we're going to probably take this little, well not probably, we're going to take this little bad boy with us and see if we can't find a bit of gold. And I'll do a little bit of a setup and walk through video when we're out in the field. Obviously it is a little bit hard to do that now, obviously because we're inside obviously, but I do have a little video of me getting onto a target when I was up in Rushworth when I first purchased this, and I will chuck that up in the video just after this. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope there's a little bit of information there for any of you guys that have just purchased an algoforce E1500 Plus. And I'll just turn him off, press and hold, let go, and he turns him off. All right, now that I'll be able to actually hear you guys a little bit better, and my wife's probably absolutely thanking me right now so she doesn't have to hear that thing humming in the background. So I'm just going to pop that on the table just there. Just going to come along and re-straighten you up there and pop you just there. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this little video. Like I said, I'm no professional when it comes to detecting. It's another little hobby I love to do when I'm not out chasing animals with the bow and doing my bow hunting and hunting in general. So there will be a few videos up probably in the next month to 2 months of a couple bow hunting trips. So I hope you guys will stick around for them. But I hope you guys will accept the aspect that we are going to be starting to bring in a pulse induction metal detector to the channel and doing a bit of prospecting as well. So basically when it's the off season, so there's not really an off season for hunting, but when I'm not hunting, I'm thinking about looking for gold to obviously, number one, pay the machine off, because I mean, these machines, they are an extremely good price point. Compared to a 6000 by any means. So a Minelab GPX 6000, as you guys would know, they can run up to over, you know, $9,200. So that's a lot of money for a pulse induction machine. Yes, you get 2 coils. Great machine. They are absolutely swore by. But like I said, I've seen this algoforce E1500 Plus. They advertise it on Miner's Den Australia YouTube, and I was like, hey, you know what? I might get that machine and give it a go. And like I said, guys, I hope you guys like and subscribe to this video. If you guys are interested in seeing some more content about the Algoforce E1500 Plus. Now, if anyone wants to see any other videos about the Algoforce E1500 Plus, please drop a comment down below for me and let me know if you want to see a few more videos about the mighty Algoforce E1500 as we take it out into the goldfields. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm looking forward to taking you guys on mine and my partner's lovely little adventure when we go to Ballarat and Bendigo. We probably do a little bit of filming, but it's going to be mostly a us trip. So I will film a little bit to make a bit of a video, but it is going to be mostly an us trip. So it's going to be me, the partner, and the dog, Rem. And we're going to be saddling up and we're going to be heading up towards Ballarat. And then, like I said, we're going to head up there and we're going to take that mighty Algoforce with us and we're going to see if we can't find a bit of shiny. So, guys, I hope you guys will like and subscribe this video. And guess what, guys? We'll catch you guys on the next one. We are using this little bad boy here, guys. So what you're looking at is the E1500 by Algoforce. Sorry, just had to kill an ant. But we're using the Algoforce E1500 today. Let's give you guys a listen. We've got a target here on the ground here. I'm going to bring it in. We're getting a 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. So that's a nice sounding target, guys. So I'll bring you back when we start getting it in the scoop.